What's up, my peeps? I'm here with the detailed prediction game video, the simulation of Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk, the Beast versus the Best. You know what? Actually, let me restart that because it actually sounds better when you reverse it, when you say the Best versus the Beast. So, CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, the Best versus the Beast. Although it is the same thing, I don't know, it just sounds better when you say the Best first and then you say the Beast. But anyways, I'm really excited for this matchup. This is one of 3 main events at SummerSlam. If you're wondering what the main events are, of course, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan, you know, title on the line. This match, Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk, and the World Heavyweight Championship matchup, Del Rio versus Christian. But we're talking about this match in this video, of course, and we're focusing on this matchup right here. So, as I said in the official prediction game video, I'm going with Brock Lesnar winning this one. Now, why am I going for Brock Lesnar? That is the question. Why do I think Brock Lesnar is going to beat CM Punk this Sunday at SummerSlam? Well, for one, for the majority of this feud, ever since Brock Lesnar came out and attacked CM Punk, hit the F5 on CM Punk, ever since then, pretty much every single week, actually not every single week, but every single week that Brock Lesnar has been there, he's gotten the advantage over CM Punk. He's taken out CM Punk, apart from this past Raw. This past Raw was pretty much the only Raw where CM Punk actually got the advantage, actually got the momentum, and took down Brock Lesnar, while every other week, Brock Lesnar was the one to take out CM Punk. And as I've said countless times before, I've said this so many times, but I always feel, you know, I need to bring it up. When somebody has, actually, when somebody has the momentum going into a pay-per-view, the person that has that momentum usually, not all the time, but they'll usually end up losing the matchup. Now, before this week, of course, Brock Lesnar had the momentum by, you know, pretty much every single week hitting an F5 on CM Punk. But this week, CM Punk was the one to take out Brock Lesnar, as I said. So he's the one going into the pay-per-view with the momentum. He got the momentum last. He got the last laugh before the pay-per-view, before the matchup. Which is just one of the reasons why I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar on this one. And it's funny I talk about the whole momentum thing, and whoever has it going into the pay-per-view usually loses. Yeah, actually, for one of the matchups that, you know, one of the matches on the SummerSlam card, I actually don't abide by that rule. I actually go with somebody that does have the momentum going into it, and I still think they're going to win on the actual show, because as I said, it's not always the case. Now, on top of that, a big part of this feud, one of the big stories of this feud, is just CM Punk trying to get his hands on Paul Heyman. CM Punk has been trying to get his hands on Paul Heyman for the longest time now. Well, ever since, you know, Paul Heyman pretty much took the ladder and, you know, hit CM Punk on the head with it. But he was never able to do so. He's never been able to get his hands on Paul Heyman so far. Brock Lesnar every single time has pretty much stopped Paul Heyman, or Paul Heyman on this past Raw, he ran away and Curtis Axel helped him out. So this Sunday, maybe CM Punk gets the chance to, you know, get his hands on Paul Heyman, maybe. But what I'm thinking is, if he does get his hands on Paul Heyman, it won't be for long. And also, if he does get his hands on Paul Heyman, I do think that's what's going to cost Punk the matchup. He's going to take his eyes off Brock Lesnar, focus on Paul Heyman for a minute, and Brock Lesnar capitalizes on that, or could capitalize on that. Now, of course, that's just a scenario that could happen. But you know, still talking about this whole CM Punk trying to go after Paul Heyman and getting his hands on Paul Heyman, it just seems like this feud is, I don't think it's a one match and that's it. I don't think it's going to end at SummerSlam, whoever wins, and they move on. No, I definitely think there's going to be a follow-up matchup, a rematch, maybe no holds barred. By the way, this is the first matchup since Brock Lesnar's return. This is the first match that is not held under no holds barred rules. It's actually just a regular one-on-one match as far as I know, unless they change it like at the last moment or the day of the pay-per-view, something like that. But yeah, what was I saying? What was I saying again? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a one match and, feud and that's it. So, I think CM Punk is going to be chasing Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar a little more, and if CM Punk beats Brock Lesnar the first time around, then really, what does CM Punk have to gain in a rematch? Because he already gets his hands on Brock Lesnar, he beat Brock Lesnar, and most likely if he does beat Brock Lesnar, then Paul Heyman, he doesn't have anybody to protect him, so he could go after Paul Heyman. But I'm thinking the chase is going to continue, and I don't think CM Punk, like I said, if he is going to get his hands on Paul Heyman at SummerSlam, I think it's going to be for a very short amount of time. And I think it might be what costs him the matchup. I think what's going to happen here is Brock Lesnar picks up the victory, and then they have a rematch at, I don't know, maybe Survivor Series or, I don't know, maybe Hell in a Cell actually. So some pay-per-view. And on that rematch, it could be no holds barred or something like that, and CM Punk could win that match. And they could end the feud there. They could have CM Punk hit the go to sleep on Paul Heyman, or maybe have a third match to determine who really is the best. I mean, you've had Brock Lesnar say the Beast is the best, and of course CM Punk, he also claims that he's the best. I'm not just interested in this matchup at SummerSlam. I'm interested in the whole feud and what happens, the outcome of this matchup, and what happens afterwards. Does CM Punk get his hands on Paul Heyman? This and that. It's an interesting feud, and actually, I might say I think this is my favorite Brock Lesnar feud so far since he's returned. I'm really looking forward to this matchup, and it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out, because this is not a no holds barred matchup, like I said. So it's gonna be the first time in a very, very long time that Brock Lesnar's competing in just a regular one-on-one matchup where DQ is on and he can be counted out and you can't use weapons. And I actually think it makes sense that way, that the first matchup is just a regular matchup, and then maybe as the feud goes on, if it continues, then they could add on the stipulations as it gets more personal and stuff. But yeah. And also, I'm not totally discounting a victory by CM Punk. I could see CM Punk actually winning this, and of course not to the Brock Lesnar's chances. I don't think CM Punk's chances of winning this are as high as Brock Lesnar winning this, but of course I could see CM Punk pulling off a victory. If he does pull off a victory, I could see it. I could see CM Punk maybe pulling off the victory with a roll-up or something like that, surprising Brock Lesnar, and then after the matchup, Brock Lesnar just attacks CM Punk. He gets pissed, hits an F5 on CM Punk or something like that, and the feud could still continue. Also, I noticed something a couple weeks back. Brock Lesnar so far, his match record is pretty much, it's been, he wins a match, he lost a match, first match, John Cena, he loses it, and then his second match against Triple H, wins it, third match against Triple H, loses, and then fourth match, wins it. I don't think that trend is going to continue any longer. I think this Sunday, it's going to be another win for Brock Lesnar, so it's gonna break the, it's gonna be that combo breaker. It's no longer gonna be win lose for Brock Lesnar. But who knows? I could be wrong on that, and CM Punk might just pick up the victory. He might hit a good asleep on Brock Lesnar, take him out, and also take out Paul Heyman after the match or something like that. But anyways, I'm still sticking with my initial prediction, and that is Paul Heyman's client Brock Lesnar winning this matchup this Sunday at SummerSlam. So if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, you can click that like button down below. Only take a second, really helps me out. And with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.